Dear Tarantula Tom and Syringe Stef, I am writing to make a formal complaint about the Deli's Deli feature in your weekly podcast. I followed your recipe to a T, and now I am in hospital as you are not supposed to eat a brick smash veal anymore, or so the doctor said. I have been bedridden for 3 days, suffering with what can only be described as deli belly, and will be looking to take this to the food hygiene of podcasts and audio entertainment authorities. Also, in light of your recent pathetic stats, I would up the ante a little as I wasn't impressed with yours. Number 1, orca whales have been proven to scientifically enjoy the sound of football matches. In light of this fact, there will be one live orca whale in the crowd at each Euro 2016 match sat in the dugout. And finally, I have a bet to recommend. Jamie Vardy to score the winning penalty for Germany in a Germany v France final. Currently coming in at 3-1. All the best, Andy Lester. And on that bombshell, sports fans, we're off to episode 4.
This is Thomas Stef's Euro Podcast 2016. Alright, great to have you back, Stef.
Cheers, Tom. Good to be back.
I've actually missed you quite a lot, actually.
No, that's good. Yeah, no, I listened to the your previous edition, episode 3.
Thoughts?
Yeah, enjoyed it. Tip of the hat to the lads who stepped in. Tom Casson, bit of a bystander, wasn't he, in that episode? But you know, chipped in with a few notes. It's kind of a running feud I've got with him. I think.
Give a guy a break.
Yeah, no, he had some nice little tidbits, and Harry was very assured, and you know, I enjoyed his French phrases.
Didn't tread any toes either with Deli's Deli. Didn't get in there with that.
Yeah, respect that. I do respect that.
You kind of own that section.
Yeah.
Didn't
good.
want him to kind of
good. Yeah,
take away the limelight.
More of that today. Just for your benefit, Tom, I've actually been in Greece. Yeah, for a few days, getting a bit of sun, bit of a scouting mission for the Euros.
Hot, was it?
Yeah, it was nice and warm. Greece aren't in the Euros, it turns out, so bit of a gaff from me. But I did manage to speak to some of the locals at the airport today. Do you want me to play that to you?
What, Greek locals?
Greek locals, yeah. Here's my interview. Right, I'm here in airport in Greece. I'm joined by Zoe in the brandy shop. The Euros are well underway. We've had late goals, we've had drama, we've had excitement. I'm trying to get a Greek perspective here. So Zoe, what are your thoughts on the Euros so far?
Δεν μου αρέσει το ποδόσφαιρο. Τέλος.
Yeah, that's it. Stuck that in the translation means I don't really like football, so gaffed it, mate.
Great. You got the cryptic clues, the new section from last week, Steph.
I'll be honest, Tom. Your brain and my brain are working on different levels on this. It goes completely over my head. I don't know where it comes from inside of your head, but you know, I respect what you do,
right.
But it's not for me. That
it's not for you, right? We did actually have one entry to the competition. Let me just dig him up. And that entry came from a new listener, actually, Steph, Luke Thurston, Muzz, as he's known in a broader sense. He said,
welcome, Muzz.
Yeah. He says, "Hi, Tom and Steph. First time listener, long time admirer, great gags and top bands." Well, thanks, Muzz. Secondly, a bit of pedantry, but I believe Gigi.
Gigi. You call him Gigi.
Gigi Buffon is the oldest player at the tournament at the ripe old age of 38. Well, actually, Muzz, I did stipulate the oldest outfield player was Udiger Johnson, so that's outfield. Finally, great competition, a real head scratcher. Here's my guesses. A, Oleg Shatov. Actually, no, I'll read out the clues. So the first clue was, the old woman is pointing to her leg. The old woman is pointing to her leg. What's that, Steph?
I don't know, mate.
That's nanny.
Nanny.
Nan's knee. Nanny.
Why is she pointing to it?
Well, it's like my knee. It's like knee. Nanny.
Right.
B, the clue was, Those feisty felines are taking some public transport. Muzz guessed Bartos Kaspuska. Good guess, but it was wrong. The actual answer was Buskits. Buscats.
Yeah.
And the last one, that rodent's driving his van a bit erratically. What's that, Steph?
Mate, I don't know.
Oh, it's Razvan Rat, isn't it?
That road. Do it again?
That rodent's driving his van a bit erratically.
Yeah.
Razvan Rat.
Yeah, good.
So, unlucky Muzz, didn't get it this time, and no one else actually got it, so that'll roll over into a jackpot prize next week. TBC what that'll actually be. On to this week's clues, though. Another chance to have a go. So the first clue is, the man found his girlfriend's cup of tea quite funny. The man found his girlfriend's cup of tea quite funny. You got one, Steph?
Well, I don't want to guess, do I?
No. Oh yeah, good point. Question 2. I know a fella who's got a 6-figure collection of underwear. I know a fella who's got a 6-figure collection of underwear. And question 3 is, that old shed looks a bit scary. Ooh, that old shed looks a bit scary. So that's 3 players at the Euros. Rollover jackpot prize of the Panini sticker book, the big old pile of stickers, and a prize. I'm going to invest £5 into the old rollover prize, Steph.
Sounds good, that, Tom.
Yeah.
You mentioned your first cryptic clue there,
Yeah.
about the man found his girlfriend's cup of tea, something, and what, I don't know. Got me thinking. I was watching the England game yesterday. I know we'll come on to that shortly, but watching it in a bar in Greece, and girls say some weird things during football, Tom. I don't know if you've come across this before, but girlfriends or friends with girls, normally just girls, say things. So I made a little note. Sarah, my girlfriend, she was sort of saying,
Naming her right.
name dropper, but I made a note of some things she was saying during the game, mate. And so I don't know if you saw that Igor Akinfeev was wearing yellow gloves.
Hang on a minute. Have you got a jingle for this little section?
No. What's she saying? Why she said it? Will you please shut up? So sexism rife. Some girls do know loads about football, but some girls don't, and it's actually quite endearing listening to their little the things they say. But
what have they been saying, Steph?
well, not they, just the one. So Igor Akinfeev, he was in goal. He's got these yellow gloves on.
Yeah.
And then Sarah turns to me and says, "Has he got yellow gloves on to subconsciously make the referee give yellow cards to the other players?" I was like, "What are you talking about?" Bit later on during the game,
What did you say to that?
I didn't say anything, Tom. To be quite honest with you,
Yeah.
I mean, I try in my head. I got wondering, thinking, why does he wear red gloves? And if that's on that logic. But secondly, she said, "Is Harry Kane in goal?" I was like,
Oh, she's what? Oh.
yeah. And then the last one, she said, "Why is he called Llama?" Adam Lallana. Genuine. Why is he called Llama? Which she carried on with, "Oh, I hate llama." An irrational.
What, llamas in general?
Well, both, I think. An irrational hatred towards Adam Lallana.
Right.
Although she did actually come up with one that I actually think might come up in Match Focus. When Harry Kane was taking corners, why is he taking corners?
Good point. We'll probably get into it in Match Focus. We're talking tactics.
Yeah.
We're talking tactics. We're talking substitutions and tactics. What happened in the game? I don't know, but we'll talk about it anyway. Match Focus.
Yeah, so we're going to focus on the England game a little bit here, Tom. Most of our listeners are from England, although I do believe we have some from Portugal and some from Prague.
Yeah.
Last-minute goals are always a bitter pill to swallow. I saw someone on Twitter yesterday say last-minute goals are like pay rises. Wonderful when they happen to you, but a source of seething, bitter resentment when it's someone else. And I think that kind of sums it up.
Yeah, got to agree with that, yeah.
But ultimately, though, I think England played pretty well.
Yeah, I thought we played great. Hit the bar. Rooney played really well in that central midfield position. I've been very critical of him leading up to the tournament.
Where was Vardy? Where was JV?
I don't know. I'm very upset he didn't get on the pitch at any point, or didn't start for that matter. But yeah, I don't know. It was a strange decision to take Rooney off because he was man of the match in my eyes. Actually, no, he wasn't. Kyle Walker was man of the match.
He was really good,
He
actually,
was
wasn't he?
absolutely brilliant. So big up to Kyle Walker. But it was tough to take. It was a great header at the back post against. It was a mismatch against Danny Rose. Just a great header. Just one of those headers that you can't really do anything about, Steph. But, you know,
Move on. Didn't lose.
Didn't lose. If I'm talking about this tournament in 4 years' time to my grandchildren...
In 4 years' time?
40.
Yeah.
You know, I don't want the story to be, we won every game, got to the final, won.
Yeah.
That's not a good story.
Yeah.
I
You
want
need a
there to
bit
be
of
some
drama. Sure.
So I'm not disappointed. Obviously, it's a bit annoying, but, you know, we'll get over it.
Here's a little Stat Fan Curtis tidbit for you. It's not the actual Stat Fan Curtis. Stay tuned for that, listeners. But England have never won an opening game at the European Championships.
That's been well documented, yeah.
I can't believe that.
Yeah.
I mean, when you think, that's about 8-10 games.
Yeah.
Any thoughts on any of the other games during the Euro so far? Or should we get on to our other features that people probably want to listen to?
Yeah.
Best goal so far for you?
Best goal so far, well, it's got to be Dimi Payet in the opening game against Romania.
Missed that one myself. Didn't see the game. Have we had any more entries to the Rashford European Song Championship of Rashford Song competitions?
What, the European Song Contest for Rashford?
Yeah.
Tell you what, mate, we have.
Oh, yeah?
We've had an entry.
Tell me more.
Steph, this entry's come from, again, from Andy Lester.
He sent another one in, has he?
Well, he sent in 2 things this week. Yeah.
Okay.
He's emailed in, but he's also sent in his song for Rashford.
Okay. This should be good. He's quite a creative guy, isn't he?
He's quite creative.
Andrew Lester.
Just let me know your first thoughts on this.
Okay.
Yeah. This album's dedicated to all the coaches that told me I'd never amount to nothing. To all the people that lived in Wythenshawe, that told me no ball games when I was just trying to feed my gifted feet. And all the England fans in the struggle. It was all a dream. I used to read Match magazine, watching Beckham and Scholes get in a limousine, hanging pictures on my wall. Every Saturday, match of the day, Des Lanham had to say, I let the ball drop, half volley on the top. Wonder if any keeper could have made a big stop. Way back, I used to watch the red and black. I had the Panini stickers to match. Remember David Moss? Ha ha ha! I never thought that Rashford would make it this far. And now I'm in the limelight, getting on a France flight. Time to beat Wales, sink the dreams of Gareth Bale. A born winner, I grew up on chicken dinners, breaking through the fog of the Wythenshawe sinners. Peace to Bobby Moore, but I think I'll score more. You Rooney too, my tally's gonna soar. I'm blowing up like you thought I would. On the same shirt, same number, same hood. And if you don't know, well now you know Rashford.
Thoughts on that, Steph?
Yeah, no, he's outdone himself there. Young Andrew Lester could be a new leader in the Rashford Song competition.
You what, mate?
He's very close, Tom. But that is that's
What, being
sensational.
a sex bomb?
Good lyrics. I think yours is maybe a bit catchier, but I think a bit more effort and thoughts gone into that one from Mr. Lester.
Yeah, mine probably gets crowd appeal, doesn't it?
Yeah, you're probably right, but he's also threatening to grass us up to the podcast authorities. So let's just give him a easy win.
Yeah. All right, so that's it. Andrew Lester, that's the judge's word from the top. You're in the lead. Can you beat that? Email in
Beat that.
europodcast@gmail.com. Or ring in. Maybe ring in and do it bloody live. Which leads us on to our next caller to enter the competition. It's your brother, Steph.
My brother?
Yeah, your brother's on the line.
Yeah, all right. It's a surprise.
Young Christian Curtis. Also. This is Christian Curtis.
Hello.
Hi, is that Christian Curtis?
Yeah, is that Tom and Steph's Euro podcast?
It is, mate. How are you?
I'm very good. How are you?
Yeah, not bad. Christian, what were your thoughts on the England game yesterday?
Well, I was actually working, so I only saw the highlights.
Brilliant.
But from what I did see, very promising.
Yeah.
Apart from the conceding of the goal in the last minute,
Yeah.
very disappointing.
Yeah, good analysis.
All right, Christian.
Thanks. Hello.
Thanks for my birthday card, mate.
Yeah. So,
Nice one.
how was your holiday?
Yeah, had a nice time, thanks, mate.
Let's wrap it
Huh?
Right, Christian.
Yeah.
I believe that you've got a song for Rashford.
Yeah.
I believe that your song was actually stolen last week live on the show by Harry Collins.
Yeah, I was fairly sad of that. I was promised a slot on the last show, and the song was stolen from me. So,
but you've got a new one, haven't you?
Yeah, I came up with it about 10 minutes ago.
All right.
So I'm quite pleased with it. It's probably better than the Flash Gordon song, but my version of the Flash song was better than yours, so that gives me some...
Sing your song, mate.
Yeah. I need some music, actually.
We'll edit in later, mate.
We'll edit it in.
Okay, alright.
What's the tune?
Right. So it's to Wheatus's Teenage Dirtbag. Right, you're laughing, but you haven't heard the lyrics yet.
I just really like that song. Right, go on then.
Alright, so...
Are you going to do the high bit? Are you going to do the girl bit?
I might not get that far. So,
Alright, okay, go on then.
We'll see.
This is Christian Curtis, Teenage Dirtbag.
Introduction. Yeah, alright. So the like introduction, and then it gets to... so his name is Marcus. He plays for England, position up front. Probably score within half an hour. Oh, how he rocks. His mum still puts on his socks. But nobody knows who he is. Won't pick him up when there's zonal marking. 'Cause he's just a teenage striker, baby. Yeah, he's just a teenage striker, baby. Come on the plane to France, said Hodgie with me. Ooh. That's it. Just goes on like that, really.
Fantastic, mate. Alright.
Yeah?
Cheers to that, Christian. Speak to you later, mate.
No worries, Tom. Cheers. Bye, Stefan.
See you, mate.
Bye, Tom.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh, God.
I think the European Rashford Song Contest really becoming a real force song.
Suddenly people have taken it up a level.
Suddenly people have. Just you wait.
Right.
I think I might have to do an entry of this, bro, mate.
Can you beat that?
I don't know if I can.
Yeah.
Good stuff. Right, thanks for that, Christian. That was fascinating and well thought of. It's actually poems corner time for me, Tom. If that's all right with you.
Yeah, no, people like the poems, mate.
Yeah, this one I struggled with. I was on the airplane home. Some of the facts might not add up, but I'll give it a go.
So you need a backing track.
Nah. Oh yeah. If you could turn that on now.
Cool.
Kiev under threat. The Ukrainians at war. All the nation wants is for Zozulia to score. Who is this maestro, the magician with the ball? His name is Roman. He's just 5'9" tall. Roman Vyacheslavovic Zozulia, to give him his full name. Small he may be, but there's not a defence he cannot tame. Not much is known of Roman. I think that's pretty fair. But just looking at his head, he's running out of hair. His father is a carpenter. His mother was a sailor. But she got lost at sea, and he swore he would never fail her. He once headbutted Jan Vertonghen in a game against Spurs. If you squint your eyes a bit, he looks like Ollie Mers. But Dnipro Dnipropetrovsk is where he plies his trade. Watch him score for Ukraine, and his legend will never fade. Cheers, mate.
Another classic from Curtis's poem corner.
Yeah, more of that next time.
Excellent.
Was he any good today?
Yeah, it was good.
Good. Didn't actually watch. I've never seen him play.
You know.
No. Don't know anything about him.
Now, I had a little pang of guilt, Steph, just because TP Bet was a big part of my life for the 2014 World Cup podcast. And didn't do it last week. Didn't really give it the justice or the time it deserved the week before. So I'm going to reinvent the intro.
Yeah.
And give you a proper TP Bet.
Okay.
From the top.
Get the guitar.
TP Bet. He gets his tips from the internet. Not a single one has come in yet. So I don't know why you bother putting them on at all. It's TP Bet.
Yeah, I think you've given this segment the justice it deserves there, Tom.
Yep. TP Bet, you're not going to believe this, Steph, but actually hit a winner today.
Did you tell the listeners about it?
No, I didn't, because it was in between podcasts, which is a bit of a shame, really. Yeah, I hit a winner today. I hit Germany, Croatia, Poland, treble. 5-1, 5 on, 30 back. Easy money. So, riding off that confidence that I've got from that win today, now this is a bet that I've believed in. I've studied the teams, and I think it could be a winner, Steph. So this is a fivefold for the coming days. So the first game is a fivefold acca, Switzerland to beat Romania. I was impressed with Switzerland and Shaqiri, etc. Tricky trickster. So I think they're going to beat Romania because they looked alright against a shaky France. Then I've backed England to beat Wales. What do you think about that, Steph?
Yeah, about that.
Yeah. Next result, France to beat Albania. Again, Albania looked very tasty against Switzerland, but I think France will have settled into this game. Spain to beat Czech Republic. I think Spain have got a great squad for this Euros, and I think they'll just brush the Czech Republic aside. And then the last result is Austria versus Hungary is under 2.5 goals. I could just see that being an absolute dead rubber. 1-0 here, 1-0 there. So that's 10-1. I'm going to put £5 on that, Steph, to return 50, and it'll be a quarter way there to the £200 goal. And that's TP Bet. You going to be putting that one on, Steph?
No.
Have you got a Deli's Deli for us this week?
Yeah. Yeah.
Or have you or haven't you?
Yeah. Yeah. Got me intro.
Another acoustic one?
Wouldn't have thought so. We're one of the old...
It's a cooking show with no video. Deli's Deli. Do.
Thanks, Tom. Spain, my theme this week.
Oh, yeah?
Think of Spain, what do you think of?
Chorizo, sangria.
Paella as well, don't you?
Yeah.
Paella, so... bit of rice. No, mate, come on, because you get a bit of rice, big pot, biggest pot you can find in your house.
Yeah, but I know for a start,
Yeah.
straight off the back, that you need a certain type of rice. What kind of rice do you need?
Brown rice.
No.
Basmati. Get some basmati.
No.
You do, mate.
Come on.
No, I've made this. I think I made
No,
this.
it's not. It's risotto rice.
Okay, well, fine. Doesn't matter. Put it in the biggest pot you can find in your house. Put in half a litre of water, half a litre of wine. Boil it down until the rice is cooked.
Yeah.
And then saffron.
Yeah.
Little strands of saffron.
Yeah.
Put that in.
Wine, water, rice.
Wine, water, rice, saffron.
Yeah.
Couple of squids. Gobble it down.
Oh my God. Same shit every week. We've had one more email, Steph, from young Alexi Peristerianis.
Okay. How are you, Lexi? Thanks for listening.
Yeah. He's emailing a couple of stats, but I don't want to tread on the toes of Stat Fan Curtis coming up later.
Good.
But he has got an interesting point. He says, us Cypriots, because he's from Cyprus, normally support Greece in the Euros, but because they haven't qualified, he's a bit of a loose end.
As we know.
Yeah, from your cutting edge interview. He says he's a bit of a loose end as to who to support. So what can you do to help him?
Is he not English as well?
Well, he is, but
Well, England then.
all right, good. Lex, support England. I think I'm going to wrap it up there, Steph. Great
Good.
to have you back.
Thanks, Tom. Great to be back.
Yeah.
We're obviously off to the Euros now on Wednesday. Going to take in a few games, so there might be a bit of a delay in the next episode. But I'm sure we'll be back with the same old shit next time, won't we?
Yeah. So probably no podcast for a week or so. We'll be back though. Same old shit. This is Steph and Tom signing off. See you later.